In every single office, there's this one thing that we all kind of look right past, but it actually holds the key to solving some of the biggest problems we face at work. Nope, that's not some new app or fancy management theory. It's your windows. So let's talk about how a simple pane of glass can become one of the most powerful assets for your entire business. We have all been there. You find what you think is the perfect spot to get some work done, or maybe just take a 5-minute break. But pretty soon, you're in an all-out war with the sun. It's blindingly bright, it's getting way too hot, it's just a mess. And that's not just some small thing. It's a real drain on comfort and for sure on productivity.
I mean, it's a simple question, isn't it? Of course you do. Everybody wants a space where they can actually relax and recharge. But what happens when that beautiful spot with those big, gorgeous windows becomes totally unusable for half the day? It kind of defeats the whole purpose.
We all want the ideal workspace on the left, right? Comfortable, productive, efficient. But the reality, thanks to untreated windows, is often what's on the right. You've got those frustrating hot spots where no one wants to sit, screen glare that makes focusing impossible, and an HVAC system that is just working itself to death, sending those energy bills straight through the roof. So what do? You can't just board up your windows. Well, the answer is in an upgrade that's so effective, it's practically invisible. It's a truly modern solution for what is a very modern problem.
At its heart, the whole solution is captured right here. By getting a handle on the heat, you literally reclaim that space. You make it a place that's always comfortable, always relaxing, no matter what the sun is deciding to do outside. That's the core promise.
And let's be really clear about something. We are not talking about that bubbly, dark purple tint you see on an old car. No way. This is highly engineered, advanced architectural window film. It's a layer of technology designed for pure performance, not just for a little bit of shade. To really appreciate what this film can do, we've got to take a quick look at the science. And don't worry, it's actually pretty simple, but it is incredibly clever. It all comes down to how this film deals with the sunlight hitting it. The real magic trick here is selectivity. See, solar control film is engineered to be smart. It can actually tell the difference between the various parts of sunlight. It zeroes in on and rejects the stuff you don't want, like that intense infrared heat and those damaging UV rays, while rolling out the welcome mat for the beautiful, natural light that you do want. And this breaks it down perfectly. So, first, all that solar energy, the heat, the UV, the light, it all hits the glass. Then, the film acts like a bouncer at a club, kicking the unwanted heat and UV right back outside. So what's the result? You get a room filled with amazing natural light, but without all the heat and glare that usually tag along. But you know what? This technology does so much more than just make a room feel better. Putting this film on your windows actually sets off this chain reaction, this cascade of positive effects that touches everything from your furniture all the way to your bottom line. Just take a look at this number, 99%. That is a massive figure. But what does it actually mean? What is it 99% of? Well, that's how much of the sun's harmful ultraviolet radiation it blocks. We're talking near total elimination. And that's a huge deal because UV rays are what cause things to fade. So this film is literally protecting your investments, your furniture, your carpets, any artwork or merchandise you have out. And maybe even more important, it's helping protect your people from that constant UV exposure. Okay, here's our next big number for you, 30%. Now this one speaks directly to your building's operational costs. Because you're rejecting so much solar heat before it even gets inside, you could see up to a 30% drop in your cooling costs. That takes a massive strain off your HVAC system, which means lower maintenance and, of course, lower energy bills. It's a direct boost to your bottom line and a huge step towards having a greener, more energy-efficient building. So let's just put it all together here. You cut down the heat and glare, which means you get happier, more productive employees. You get UV protection, which means your assets are preserved. And you get real energy savings, which lowers your operating costs. It is a win-win-win, all the way down the line. All of this really brings us to a new way of thinking. It's time we all stop seeing windows as just, a passive part of the building. They are a massive, untapped opportunity. The real takeaway here is this. Your windows can, and they absolutely should be, an active system that is working for you. They can manage energy, they can protect your stuff, and they can make the whole human experience inside so much better. They're not just holes in a wall, they're a dynamic part of your environment. And that really leaves us with one last question to think about. Right now, today, Are your windows an asset, or are they a liability? Are they helping create a better, more efficient workspace, or are they just a source of discomfort and extra cost? It's definitely a question worth asking. Thanks so much for joining me.